BFR has been actively involved in our lighting program since the program began. I think of them as professional catalysts, working with the customers, working with the end users, working with our field advisors, and working with the program to the benefit of all. Ontario Hydro's energy efficient lighting program pays incentives for customers converting to more energy efficient lighting products or lighting systems. The incentives can be up to 50% of the project cost. The incentives are calculated based on various product categories. For instance, there are incentives for going from incandescent to compact fluorescent, simple lamp changes, or there are incentives for going to sort of state-of-the-art systems like T8 lighting systems, replacing standard fluorescent systems. There are incentives, we pay up to $500 per kilowatt of load reduction for conversion to more energy-efficient lighting products or lighting systems. For instance, going from mercury vapor to high-pressure sodium or to metal halide. So basically, there are a number of product categories with varying incentive amounts, and that's how the final incentive amount is determined. A customer has a couple of finance options available to him or her, depending on their financial need. One, and the one most commonly used, is a simple cash rebate. That is, once the work is complete, an Ontario Hydro Energy advisor comes to the facility, verifies that the work is complete, and at that time, the customer will be sent an incentive check. For other customers who prefer other finance options, they can lease the equipment, or they can take out a loan through Ontario Hydro's Power Savers Business Finance Plan. They can take out a loan for the project cost, and the incentive is then used to buy down the principal or to buy down the interest portion of the loan. And for some customers, the energy savings that they benefit from every month can actually be higher than the monthly payment, so they can experience positive cash flow from day one.
I think the confidence factor was quite large in making the decision to go with BFR. One, because their figures seemed more reasonable to us, number one. Number two, they seemed to know what they were doing. They're very professional. There were two actual incentives offered to us by Hydro. One, on the installation of the equipment controls, Ontario Hydro subsidized a loan from the CIBC at 2% below prime, which meant that we got money below what we could borrow it at, and we still leased the equipment. And on the lighting, they paid about 50% of the cost of introducing the lighting. So it meant that overall our total input of dollars was relatively low, and the payback period using the Hydro year over year was about 13 months.
When we undertake a project, we begin by doing an actual physical energy audit of the facility. What this entails is a physical count of every lamp or bulb type in the fixtures throughout the facility. In your audit, we also consider such things as the burn hours, for example, how long the lamps are on, be it a 9 to 5 installation or possibly 24-hour operation, incorporating the municipality's electricity rates. Finally, the proposal will be tailored to your individual needs. And because we deal with many manufacturers' products and have access to all manufacturers' products, in fact, we can propose and install the best technologies available for your installation.
I would hope that when people hear about this, when people see this award, when we have a chance to talk to them about it in some detail, about how it worked, what it's saving us, what the quality of lighting is, with which we're pleased, that they will follow.
If you haven't replaced your lighting in the past few years, it's simply inefficient in terms of today's technology. And that means BFR can help you to improve your lighting by replacing it. And BFR will help you to save money.
BFR's basic purpose today is to help businesses save money by saving energy.
Savings that will accrue from such programs are really, we think of it as building a future phantom generating station.
The branches couldn't be happier. We're saving money, and that's the bottom line.
The enhanced color rendering, because of these lamps, will probably result in increased sales.
And I think the confidence factor was quite large in making the decision to go with BFR.
It makes good sense.
Who would have ever thought that today's best source of new electrical energy supplies would not be from the generation of new electric power at all? That instead it would come from an incentive program to use less power. And from the new technology lighting company, BFR, the lighting power people who make it all happen.